Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 countries historically ruled by the British Empire. From the bustling cities of Asia to the windswept plains of Africa, the mark of British governance is deeply ingrained. Join us now as we embark on a journey through time, exploring the profound and lasting impact of British rule on these 10 nations. Each country, with its own unique story, bears the indelible fingerprints of its colonial past. Our journey begins in India, a land of vibrant colours, ancient traditions, and a history deeply intertwined with British rule. For nearly 2 centuries, India was the crown jewel of the British Empire, a source of immense wealth and strategic importance. The British East India Company gradually gained control over vast swathes of the subcontinent, culminating in the establishment of the British Raj in 1858. The struggle for Indian independence was a long and arduous one, marked by both peaceful resistance and moments of intense conflict. Figures like Mahatma Gandhi emerged, leading the nation towards self-rule through non-violent civil disobedience. Finally, in 1947, India achieved its long-awaited independence, but not without a price. The partition of India and Pakistan led to one of the largest mass migrations in human history. We venture now to Australia, a land of vast deserts, unique wildlife, and a history shaped by its origins as a British penal colony. In 1788, the First Fleet arrived, carrying convicts from the overcrowded prisons of Great Britain. These early settlers faced harsh conditions and an unforgiving landscape. Yet they persevered, establishing communities and laying the foundations for a new nation. The discovery of gold in the mid-19th century sparked a gold rush, transforming the nation's fortunes. In 1901, the 6 British colonies united to form the Commonwealth of Australia, a dominion within the British Empire. Today, Australia is a thriving, multicultural nation, proud of its British heritage while forging its own distinct path. Our journey takes us now to Canada, a vast land spanning from the Atlantic to the Pacific, its history intricately woven with the threads of British colonialism. The Battle of the Plains of Abraham in 1759 marked a turning point, solidifying British dominance. Under British rule, Canada developed as a patchwork of colonies, each with its own distinct character and identity. In 1867, through peaceful negotiation and compromise, Canada achieved confederation, uniting as a dominion within the British Empire. Today, Canada stands as a model of multiculturalism and peaceful coexistence, a testament to its ability to reconcile its colonial past with its aspirations for a more inclusive future. The British monarch remains Canada's head of state, a symbolic link to its historical roots. We arrive now in South Africa, a nation of breathtaking beauty and a turbulent past, deeply marked by the legacy of British colonialism and the scars of apartheid. The discovery of diamonds and gold in the 19th century fueled conflict and intensified the struggle for control. British rule in South Africa was marked by a complex interplay of economic exploitation, racial segregation, and political maneuvering. The Boer Wars, fought between the British and the descendants of Dutch settlers, left a deep wound on the nation's psyche. The fight against apartheid, led by Nelson Mandela and the African National Congress, became a global symbol of the struggle for equality and justice. Today, South Africa stands at a crossroads, grappling with the legacy of its past while striving to build a more just and equitable society. Our journey takes us now to New Zealand, a land of stunning natural beauty, a haven for unique flora and fauna, and a nation shaped by its relationship with the indigenous Maori people and the arrival of British settlers. The signing of the Treaty of Waitangi in 1840 between the British Crown and Maori chiefs marked a pivotal moment in New Zealand's history. British influence in New Zealand led to the establishment of parliamentary democracy, the introduction of sheep farming, and the growth of urban centres like Auckland and Wellington. Despite challenges, New Zealand has forged a path towards a more inclusive society, recognising the rights and aspirations of its indigenous people. The Maori language enjoys official status, and efforts are underway to address historical injustices and promote cultural understanding. Today, New Zealand stands as a nation proud of its British heritage while embracing its unique bicultural identity. Our exploration now takes us to Nigeria, a nation of immense cultural diversity, abundant natural resources, and a history deeply intertwined with British colonialism. British administration in Nigeria, while bringing about some infrastructure development and the introduction of a Western education system, also exacerbated ethnic tensions and solidified a system of indirect rule that often favored certain groups over others. In 1960, Nigeria achieved independence, marking the birth of a new nation grappling with the challenges of forging a unified identity from its diverse ethnic and religious groups. Today, Nigeria stands as a major power in Africa, navigating the complexities of its colonial legacy while striving to achieve its full potential as a democratic and prosperous nation. Our journey continues in Kenya, a land of breathtaking savannas, diverse wildlife, and a history marked by British colonialism and the struggle for independence. British rule in Kenya was characterized by a system of white settler colonialism, with large tracts of land appropriated for European farmers, often displacing local populations. This period saw the rise of resistance movements, culminating in the Mau Mau uprising of the 1950s, a pivotal moment in Kenya's struggle for independence. Kenya achieved independence in 1963, marking a turning point in its history and paving the way for a new era of self-governance. Today, Kenya stands as a vibrant democracy, grappling with the challenges of economic development, social inequality, and the legacy of its colonial past. Our exploration now takes us to Jamaica, an island nation renowned for its vibrant culture, reggae music, and a history deeply entwined with British colonialism and the transatlantic slave trade. The island changed hands from Spanish to British control in 1655, becoming a key centre for sugar production and a hub for the brutal transatlantic slave trade. British rule in Jamaica was characterised by a plantation economy heavily reliant on enslaved African labour. The abolition of slavery in 1834 marked a turning point, but the legacy of this dark chapter continues to shape Jamaican society. In 1962, Jamaica achieved independence, marking a new chapter in its history. Today, Jamaica stands as a proud and independent nation, celebrating its African heritage while embracing its unique cultural identity. Our journey now takes us to Malaysia, a Southeast Asian nation of diverse cultures, lush rainforests, and a history shaped by trade, colonialism, and the confluence of Malay, Chinese, and Indian influences. British involvement in Malaysia began in the late 18th century with the establishment of trading posts and the gradual expansion of control over key areas like the Strait settlements of Penang, Malacca, and Singapore. British rule in Malaysia, while bringing about some infrastructure development and economic growth, also led to the influx of indentured labourers from India and China, contributing to the country's multicultural makeup. After World War II, Malaysia embarked on a path towards independence, culminating in the formation of the Federation of Malaya in 1957. Today, Malaysia stands as a testament to its ability to harmonise its diverse cultural influences while forging its own path as a modern and dynamic nation. The legacy of British colonialism is still visible in its institutions and architecture, but Malaysia has embraced its independence and forged its own unique identity on the world stage. Our final destination takes us to Ireland, an island nation steeped in history, renowned for its literary heritage and forever marked by its complex relationship with Great Britain. British involvement in Ireland stretches back centuries, marked by periods of conflict, rebellion, and uneasy coexistence. The Act of Union in 1801 formally united Ireland with Great Britain, creating the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The Great Famine of the 1840s, a devastating period of potato blight and mass starvation, further exacerbated tensions and led to widespread emigration. In 1922, the Irish Free State was established, gaining independence from Great Britain, though Northern Ireland remained part of the United Kingdom. Today, Ireland stands as a testament to the enduring power of national identity and the complexities of its shared history with Great Britain. Thanks for joining us on this historical journey through the top 10 countries shaped by British rule. From the bustling streets of Mumbai to the serene landscapes of New Zealand, We've witnessed how the legacy of empire continues to shape the destinies of these nations. The impact of British rule is complex and multifaceted, leaving behind a mixed bag of progress and exploitation, unity and division. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insightful content.